Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video ahead of the PlayStation Showcase kicking off, which I know is going to be mostly centered around PlayStation 5 titles, but I think PC will also have some sort of prevalence there, with whether it be PC port announcements or live service games coming to PC as well. I do think you can expect some PC-related content at that event, and I do want to talk more about said event happening very soon, as we just got some more financial information coming from Sony and PlayStation regarding how PlayStation titles are doing PC and their game plan going forward. Now, they did a business statement or a financial presentation, whatever you want to call it. And there was a lot of statements from Hermen Hulst about PlayStation on PC, and they went over some specific sales numbers, so I find it rather interesting. Now, Marvel Spider-Man has been one of the most successful PC releases, and in the presentation, they note key new PC releases. Marvel Spider-Man and The Last of Us Part 1 are the two games that they showcase. I think you guys can come to a conclusion on what the stark difference between those two games were. Spider-Man was a tremendous PC port. Last of Us Part 1 was a god-awful PC port. So Spider-Man released back in August of 2022, and PC lifetime sales so far have been 1.5 million copies, and PC revenue thus far, it has generated $52 million. Yeah, that's a lot of money that Sony gets for just porting a game to PC. I can guarantee you guys $52 million was not invested into porting Spider-Man over to PC. Yes, they did acquire Nixes, but in terms of just getting this game out on PC, yeah, they didn't have to invest $52 million. In the case of Last of Us Part 1, again, all they had to do was port this game to PC, and they will continue to generate passive revenue on the game. The game came out back in March 28th. PC sales so far have been 368,000. So obviously a stark decline from Spider-Man Remastered. Two things to note. Again, the game was a god-awful port, and Last of Us Part 1 has only been out for less than a month in the window that they're looking at. So March 28th until April 23rd, I believe, is the window that they're looking at. But still, with those sales, Last of Us Part 1 has generated $15.5 million. Nothing to scoff at all. And they also highlight fiscal year of 2020, they made $35 million of revenue of first-party titles on PC. Fiscal year of 2020, the only game released was Horizon Zero Dawn. I believe Days Gone came out after that. So that's fiscal year 2020. Fiscal year 21 was $80 million. That includes the existing sales of Horizon, not from the previous fiscal year, of course. I'm talking about Horizon already being out, that game continuing to sell copies, Days Gone coming out, and then also God of War came out at the end of that fiscal year in January of 2022. And then you look at fiscal year of 2022, and things skyrocketed, and it went up to $250 million. $80 million to $250 million. Remember that this was the first year that they really went all in. You're talking Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Uncharted, Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Am I forgetting one? I don't think I'm forgetting one. I think that's everything. For 2022 calendar year, and then early 23, you also have the release of Returnal, and I believe Last of Us Part 1, just a few days of that game's release would fit into that fiscal year, because I believe fiscal year is March 31st to March 31st, so there you go with that. They're also projecting that fiscal year 2023, and I find this more surprising than anything, they are projecting $450 million of revenue, so that is suggesting that there is going to be a plethora of new titles that will be revealed here soon. Look, we're already in May. You gotta start getting the ball rolling on what's gonna be the latter portion of the year and what games are gonna be dropping. I think Ghost of Tsushima is gonna be coming. I think Horizon Forbidden West will be coming at some point. Hopefully Ratchet Rift Apart. And it doesn't seem like they really go that many years behind in terms of porting these games. God of War was 2018, Horizon was 2017. Like, they'll go 3-4 years behind, but they're not going like 8 years behind, which, I personally want Infamous Second Son, but I don't know if they're gonna go that far behind. And it remains to be seen, does that $450 million, is that also projecting potential live service titles coming to PC day and day with the PlayStation counterparts, like The Last of Us Factions, which I do foresee that game dropping I hope it drops day and date on PC and PlayStation. I think it's just complete nonsense if they don't do that, but you know, let's say they don't, well, to get to that 450 million number, it's going to be a little difficult. I don't think you're going to have as big of a success as Spider-Man was, for a couple of reasons. First of all, the luster has kind of worn off at this stage of the game, that, you know, a PlayStation game being on PC, it's cool, but we've seen that a lot. I think Ghost of Tsushima will do well. I don't think it'll do Spider-Man well, especially because Ghost of Tsushima just doesn't have the name value that a Spider-Man or a God of War has. A Horizon Forbidden West, I honestly just don't see it doing as well as Spider-Man did. It's just, I just don't think that's gonna happen. I think they'll do healthy numbers, but I don't think they're gonna pull Spider-Man numbers. I think there does have to be a realistic expectation when now you realize, you know, you're charging $60, $70 for games that are years old. People are gonna be like, alright, I can wait on a discount, I don't need to buy it right away, etc., etc. And again, that novelty has kind of worn off at this stage of the game. But it was also noted, according to Sony's latest financial report, by 2025, 40% of PlayStation Studios releases will be on the PC platform. Now, 40% is a high number, but it also remains to be seen, like, what are we talking about when we look at that 40% number? Are we talking about 40% of the history of PlayStation titles? Because to me, that's pretty exciting. If we're going back to the vault of early PS4 titles, like an Infamous Second Son, like a, gotta say it, Bloodborne, then okay, I'm interested in playing those games, and I would hope those games would be dropping on PC as well. Or are we talking about 40% of these games that are coming out, you know, in the last year or so, Forbidden West, Spider-Man 2, God of War Ragnarok, etc., etc. I think every game and every major game will eventually make its way over to PC, but it will be this staggered release style, which to me, I don't really care too much about that. First of all, I have a PS5 and I play a lot of games on my PS5, but even if I didn't, I would be like, okay, you could just bring games that haven't been on PC. You can work on bringing a 2016 game, a 2015 game, a 2014 game. You can go to the PS3 titles, and, you know, if you want to bring those games, and by the time, you know, you've released all of those, then it will be time to bring out the 2022 and 2023 games. Then by the time you've released those games, it will be time to bring out the 2024 and 2025 games. You guys get what I'm saying. I think that's the route that they're going to go, and that is a very, you know, strategic way of going about things, because they're not going to go a Microsoft. Even though I don't think it would impact PlayStation business to drop games day and date on PC, it may to a very, very minuscule degree. I think it's way overblown how much it would be. I really think people that play on PC mostly, and people that play on PlayStation mostly. The crossover is minimal. That's just my opinion based on what I've seen, but I can at least understand that argument that Sony does have, and they're not going to go for a full Microsoft for their Game Pass. They live and die by Game Pass. They're just not going to do that. But it does seem like they're going to have a big impact on PC gaming and their PC releases, and I do expect to hear some releases. And by the time you guys are watching this video, probably in an hour from now. So that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.